Alright, another one. Just these are easy to make, even though I somehow managed to make a 25-minute video, an hour video. Another nuke top 5 video. Top 10 scary ghost video style spoopy. Like, I feel at this point not even Nuke takes this shit seriously. But it's another video that's about 2 years old. Exactly how old, I don't know. It just says 2 years. 2 years. I won't just be doing Nuke videos. But like, you know, I do like hearing about these things. I like spoopy videos. I like hearing about ghost stories. I don't believe in them, but I still like hearing about people experiencing weird stuff. So let's take another one. Let's see if Nuke, you know, release the hounds. And by hounds, I mean the lawyers. You know, just to see, check things out. Again, I'm just like testing the water here. I'm going out of my way to do as much as I can to make it like more my content than just stealing content. But let's check this out. Top 10 scary ghost videos that'll spoop you. Again, Nuke's top 5 and top 10. That's the scariest part about this so far. Let's see.
User Cheryl Sweetie2 on TikTok is a single mother and seamstress who says that she and her daughter have been experiencing strange and unsettling things inside their home. For months, they've been hearing the sound of someone walking in the hallway outside of their bedrooms, and they found their things mysteriously moved from room to room. Things have gotten so strange that Cheryl even began to worry that they might have a squatter living in their walls.
Yeah, probably.
So she installed a security camera so that she can keep an eye on their home. One night, Cheryl's daughter is playing with her toys in her mother's bedroom when something disturbing happens that Cheryl still just can't explain.
So I already have a question. Why is... I might have blanked out or some shit. Let me...
Experiencing strange and unsettling things inside their home. For months, they've been hearing the sound of someone walking in the hallway outside of their bedrooms, and they found their things mysteriously moved from room to room. Things have gotten so strange that Cheryl even began to worry that they might have a squatter living in their walls. So she installed a security camera so that she can keep an eye on their home. One night, Cheryl's daughter is playing with her toys in her mother's bedroom when something disturbing happens that Cheryl still just can't explain.
Okay, so this might just be my upbringing, but one camera in your bedroom, red flag. But also, the child playing in their parents' bedroom. I lived with my parents for quite a few years. Never went into their bedroom. But this is just, it might just be a me thing. There are so many other places I could be. Why would I play in my parents' bedroom? They made me in there. I don't want to be in there. That shit's gross. Yes. Kid just noped out of there. Didn't even close the door. I would get my ass handed to me if I did that. String. Fishing line, something like that.
The young girl walks toward the closet, seemingly expecting something to be inside. And then she just stands there transfixed, almost as if she sees something that we can't.
Yeah? Yeah? Or just I'm trying not to be an asshole. Or, hey sweetheart, if you do this, I won't force you to eat your peas for a week.
She seems to get a little spooked and leaves, and the closet door slowly closes by itself.
Fishing line.
TikTok user Cheryl Sweetie 2 has no idea what to make of this video, and about 3 months later, this happens.
Hey guys, just wanted to jump on really quick because I had to stop sewing. My daughter just said that something weird really happened, and we've been experiencing a lot of strange things lately, just different noises and stuff.
So is it normal for your child to hang out in your bedroom? Is this normal? I don't know, man. I did not have a particularly normal upbringing, but like, again, I don't think I've spent any time, meaningful time anyways, in my parents' bedroom. I might have gone in there to get something. Or this one point I helped out with some shit in there. I was in there for like a couple of minutes. Is this like normal?
Oh, don't mind my mannequins. I sew for a living, so. Can you tell mommy?
Now, this kid, unlike the previous video that had a kid in it, this child looks uncomfortable. I would claim that the body language, she does not want to be there. But again, you can convince kids to ham it up with a reward.
What you just said?
I think there's something underneath that door.
Underneath the door?
Are you trying to convince fucking anyone that you didn't know that mannequin was there? I didn't know it was there. You probably did. I'm on to you here, ma'am. You're going out of your way.
Is that what scared you?
I mean, mannequins are creepy.
It's okay. Everything's all right. What?
I'm scared.
Let's go.
Okay, so kid fucked up. If that was real, that kid would have noped out of that room. Either that or she has bigger balls than me, because I would have noped the fuck out. Like, the kid clearly knows what's up.
Cheryl's daughter seems scared as she says that she sees something just underneath the closet door.
How can she see something? It's dark in there. What?
But there's nothing inside except for a kinda creepy mannequin. However, the mannequin seems to start
A mannequin that's probably gonna get me demonetized. Never mind, I don't get to do that.
moving on its own and falls.
Now, what could make the doll move like that? Again, you have like the obvious one, like fishing lines and stuff. But like, that platform that the doll is standing on looks uneven. That kid should have screamed and hauled ass out of that room.
However, the mannequin seems to start moving on its own and falls over, breaking
But it's just,
into pieces.
I'm scared.
Cheryl and her daughter are terrified, and they just get
Terrified.
out of there. TikTok user Cheryl Sweetie 2 says that she still has no idea what happened that night, and that she and her daughter are moving out to stay at her friend's house until they can find a new place to live. The old Willis
Yeah, I'm sure the ad revenue will pay for that. I'm just saying.
place. Urban explorer Robert from the YouTube channel Sidestep Adventures into History is joined by his friend Dan to explore an old abandoned house in the woods near Waverly Hall, Georgia.
Yeah, it
Dan
always
estimates
works
the
out.
house to have been built or rebuilt around the early 1900s, after which it was abandoned sometime in the 1960s. The house is known by locals to be the quote, Old Willis Place, named after Mr. Willis, a man who lived there and, presumably, also died there. Now, Robert and Dan are determined to find more clues as to exactly how old the house is. They look inside, around, and even underneath the building.
Doesn't that look like an early settlement style chimney there?
Sure.
What's interesting is the chimney looks like an older style than the house looks.
I'm thinking that this was probably built in the early 1900s.
There's a child's spoon. Oh, that's cool. How old do you reckon that is?
That's old. It's not silver, it's brass, silver plated.
Oh, look. Look at the entire stump. Looks like it was cut down, I guess, with an axe. Let me set the light down. I'm gonna touch it. This is an old tree right here. That's for sure.
But while inspecting the foundation of the old Willis Place, the two explorers are suddenly interrupted by something downright creepy.
Yeah. Is it
Either
me?
this was a one-room house, or it was a two-room house with a dog trot hallway down the middle. It's kind of hard to tell from here. It's been a lot of pillars replaced under here.
Yeah.
A lot of floor supports.
So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right?
What is that?
Oh, that's weird. Here. That is strange. You heard that, right, Dan?
Yes, I did.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure I know what the hell happened.
That was weird.
Nothing weird about it.
All right, that's enough of this old house for a minute. We're gonna go look at something else. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you guys have.
Robert and Dan are taking a look underneath the house when suddenly they hear the eerie sound of footsteps on the floor right above them.
Yes.
What is that?
quickly crawl out from underneath the house and look inside, but there's no one there. Then, while filming the outro for the video, a loud bang is heard from the...
I don't mean to be an asshole, but I'm pretty sure they said this was in America. I'm just saying.
old Willis place.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you guys have...
I'm not an expert, but that could be a gunshot. And apparently any motherfucker, as long as you can prove that you're an American citizen and you have enough cash, can walk out of a 7-Eleven or can walk out of a Walmart with a fucking AR-15. They're both probably armed. Now, this third person, and I will get to it, probably is also armed. This is America.
The two explorers are a bit creeped out by the bizarre experience and decide to just get away from the house. They explore the area a bit more and then head home. So could it be that they accidentally captured a paranormal event on camera?
No!
Could it be the ghost of old Mr. Willis?
No!
You can watch this entire exploration, as well as many more surveys of creepy and historic abandoned locations, over on the YouTube channel, Sidestep Adventures into History. We need...
Yeah. So, there's a couple of things I want to point out, actually, or at least one. Not sure exactly.
A lot of floor supports.
So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right?
Footsteps. Yes. Correct. Those are footsteps. And let's just, assume that it's not, put in, in editing. There's something I want to point out here.
Oh, that's weird. Here.
I want you to look at the camera movement. How they're moving backwards. Just to make sure
That is strange.
that whoever crawled out that place, or that window, or that wouldn't be visible on camera. I suspect that there's a third person involved in this, and they are way up here somewhere, or, even right beyond that wall. Because the camera person went out of their way to not film into that room and backs into it, which does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Backing into a room like that is like asking to get shanked by the crackhead down the street.
That is strange. You heard that, right, Dan?
Yes, I did.
Weird. All right, that's enough.
to just get away from the locations over on the YouTube channel, Sidestep Adventures into History. We need scary videos. So if you see anything that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Paranormal Captivity.
Ooh.
This next video was shared to the internet by Reddit user Lauren Constantino from Auburn, Pennsylvania. Lauren says that she has recently moved into an old early 1900s house that she shares with 2 roommates. Late one evening, Lauren is hanging out when she spots her roommate's cat in the hallway and decides to take a short video. But as she's recording, she spots something very disturbing. Did you see it? For just a fraction of a second, a distorted face appears right in front of the cat. Shocked by what she captured, Lauren posts her video on Reddit in the hopes of getting some answers. But Reddit users are quick to point out that the face looks like it could have been made with some popular common face filters. But Lauren says that she wasn't using any kind of app or filter. She was recording directly from her iPhone's camera. But what is truly bizarre is that this face doesn't look like any face-altering makeup or face-swapping filter was used. The face is odd and twisted and has hair, eyebrows, a nose, and mouth. And even creepier, half of another distorted upside-down face seems to appear right beside it. So just what is this? I leave it up to you to decide. The route.
I mean, obviously, I don't have any good explanation to this. But there's something I'd like to point out.
Did you see it? For just a fraction by what she captured, Lauren posts her video on Reddit in the hopes of getting some answers. But Reddit users are quick to point out that the face looks like it could have been made with some popular common face filters.
Now, I don't know how any of that stuff works. I'm just gonna be transparent with you. I don't know how like face filters and stuff works.
But Lauren says that she wasn't using any kind of app or filter. She was recording directly from her iPhone's camera. But
Now, the important part.
with some popular common face filters. But Lauren says that she wasn't using any kind of app or filter.
I can say, write whatever you want, and say that I am the Queen of England. Obviously not true, but I can claim to be so. This person saying that they didn't use any other filter system, again, I don't know how that stuff works. Maybe their camera just has a system like that built in, so technically she's not lying. I'm just saying, you can make claims. Does not mean that it's true. That is basically just a throwaway line for me.
She was recording directly from her iPhone's camera. But
Which probably has some kind of function that
what
does
is truly
this.
bizarre is that this
Now, what that could be? Again, it could be like filters and stuff like that. Could also be done in editing. Just throwing that out there. It does not necessarily mean that there's ghosts and ghouls and spoopy things. It's just some kind of function on the camera app that she uses that like kind of picks up a face and then like fucks with it. I don't know how iPhones work. I don't pay more than I have to for a phone. That arguably does less than my phone from 2018.
face doesn't look like any face-altering makeup or face-swapping filter was used. The
Doesn't
face
mean
is odd
anything.
and twisted and has hair, eyebrows, a nose, and mouth.
Yeah.
And even creepier, half of another distorted upside-down face.
Now, I don't see that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't see another face. What I suspect is going on here is some kind of function on this chick's phone that picks up the cat's eyes, thinks it's a face, tries to do like some sort of filter system, but then because the cat is completely black and it's like dark and oh my god, is this pixely, the camera thinks that the rest of the cat is a part of the face, and then like kind of like AI just kind of freaks out and just smudges it.
Seems to appear right beside it. So just what is this? I leave it up to you to
It's a
decide.
cat. Blink and you missed it apparently because I
Router
blinked. Does it happen
Revenant.
again?
Jet Bueno is the proud new owner of a small internet cafe in Marilao, Philippines. Late one night, Jet's girlfriend Jen drives over to the cafe to catch up on some important paperwork. Jen is completely alone with only their cat, Bulog, to keep her company. What happens next is truly bizarre.
The cat. I'm just asking, where's the cat in this image? Cats do fuck with things. Fishing line. The fuck falls down there? Is it the keyboard? Yeah, the key. I think it's the keyboard. I guess pulled the same direction as the chair. So that's a fishing line. All of it being pulled in the same direction. Does the chair get... Yeah, it's a view counter. Yeah, it could be rats. I'm having some trouble hearing you. I'm inside the fucking internet cafe or whatever the hell it was, pulling strings and shit while sitting underneath a table. Hey, sweetie.
Headphones and a keyboard start falling from desks, eventually freaking out Jen so much that she hurries out of the cafe and calls her boyfriend Ajed, the cafe owner. Ajed seems to calm her down enough that she goes back inside to collect her things. But as Jen turns off the lights, one of the chairs quickly slides toward her, scaring her so much that she panics and just throws her paperwork at the chair and runs out. Ajed.
Yes, and while she was outside talking to her boyfriend that is most likely inside the building, he swapped to a different location.
Shares his CCTV footage to his social media and asks people to keep an open mind. Now, Ajed and his girlfriend Jen have never posted anything about the paranormal before, and they say they have never experienced anything supernatural until this incident. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Goodwill Ghost Doll.
No.
TikTok user James Fodder bought a very creepy doll at his local Goodwill. At the time, a store employee warned James that the doll's previous owner was in a rush to get rid of it because she believed it was very haunted.
Yeah.
James didn't believe in the paranormal and knew the doll was worth quite a bit of money, so he bought it and took it home. That's when he realized that he had made a huge mistake. James began to hear voices. The doors in his home started to open and close on their own. It was worth quite a bit of money, so he bought it and took it home. That's when he realized that he had made a huge mistake.
What? Buying a Doll is a grown-ass man. Just going to throw that out there. I knew a guy I grew up with, a year older than me, that was playing with Barbie dolls as a kid. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do that now. I wouldn't be surprised if he still does. He was a little bit on the special side, which is fine. But buying a doll, knowing that it's worth a lot, as a grown-ass man, I think that should be considered a red flag.
James began to hear voices. The doors in his home started to open and close on their own. And scariest of all, he started seeing strange shadowy shapes around his home.
Well, I mean, apparently he killed someone, so, deserved.
James decided to place the doll on a chair in an empty room with a motion-activated camera monitoring it. What he captures is downright creepy.
After Effects. Or a rat. Don't think it's a crackhead this time.
The camera moves around as if tracking movement somewhere in the empty room. But nothing's moving. Then a small dark shape can be seen quickly moving across the floor in the hallway behind the doll. James explains that the camera only moves when it senses physical motion, so he has no idea why the camera would be moving.
But do we know that? Like, I don't know much about these like fancy new age cameras and stuff. But do we know that it's not possible for him to control it? He could be sitting there just like moving the camera with like an app on his phone or something. I don't know. I feel there's an app for everything. I'm just waiting for the day when I need an app to take a shit. Right? There's apps for everything. Who's to say this camera does not have some sort of function where you can move it without being in the room?
When there's nothing there. Another night of filming, and when James checks his camera footage, he is shocked.
Oh my god, orbs! String. Why didn't the camera pick up that movement?
The camera still moves all around, seemingly tracking something that we can't see. Then the doll seems to just start moving all on its own. James says that he was a skeptic before all this, but that he now 100% believes that the doll he brought home from Goodwill has a paranormal entity attached to it. But what do you think is happening here? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Yes.
You decide. The Trespassers.
This is like, oh, it's a motion sensor camera. And then, oh, there's an elephant just running. And meanwhile, there's a speck of dust. And for some reason, the camera prioritizes the speck of dust. I don't know, man. As for the movements of the doll, I mean, who's to say that there's not like a fishing line that like, cause I don't know what these things are, but like some kind of elaborate setup, a fishing line that allows them to like sit underneath the camera and move the doll.
The camera still moves all around, seemingly tracking something that we can't see. Then the doll seems to just start moving.
And it moves towards that as well. It's like there's like a string around the leg of the doll or something.
James says that he was a skeptic before all this, but that he now 100% believes that the doll he brought home from Goodwill has a paranormal entity attached to it.
I don't know much TikTok pace, man.
Here?
It's
Is
probably
it real,
enough.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Trespassers. This next mysterious video was shared to Reddit by Raphael H445, who claims that his sister recorded the footage on her property. Late one night, a motion-activated security camera outside their home senses movement.
Those are people. Mystery solved.
The CCTV records two trespassers standing at the property gate. The homeowner heads outside to demand that they leave and clicks his car alarm to activate his truck's headlights. It lights up the two strangers as clear as day, but when he yells for them to leave, they don't move. Then the man heads for his truck, reaching inside and flipping on the headlights. But the trespassers have disappeared. To this day, the family has no idea who they were or what they were doing there. But most disturbing of all, where did they go? The graveyard flyer. Who they were or what they were doing there. But most disturbing of all, where did they go?
So,
But most disturbing of all, where or what they were doing there. To this day, the family has no idea.
So, I might just be stupid. It might be the vodka. It might be the whole not having slept in like 24 hours. Could be the 2020 and people were bored out of their fucking minds. Well, actually, it was February. I don't know. But here's, you can like see their legs and stuff, right? But they're clearly, as far as I can tell, on the other side of this fence.
Idea who they were or what they were doing there. But most disturbing of all, where?
But then it turns on the headlights and suddenly there's this fence in the way. Like it's like this, it's almost like a fucking wall or something in the way. Like how can you see the legs through the flashing?
Or what they were doing there.
But in solid
Most
light.
disturbing of all, where?
Wall. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Exactly what kind of editing magic was used here, I don't know. But something doesn't seem right about this. And I'm not 100% sure what it is, but something ain't right.
Were.
So you can like see their legs. You don't see it at all.
Or what they were doing there.
But suddenly,
But most disturbing of all, where?
there's a fucking wall in the way. Like this beam in the center here, and
Where did they go?
I'm claiming
Graveyard
editing on that
flyer.
one.
A while back, we featured a video by ghost hunters David and Dell from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals. In the video, they visited what is said to be a haunted church and captured multiple encounters with a creepy shadow figure.
Sure.
Did you used to play piano here?
Friend?
We would love to hear you play again. What was that? Dude.
A friend? Or
Well, David and Dell
nothing?
decided to return to the church for another investigation.
Cool.
This time their plans aren't to investigate the church, because you see, just outside the church is an old cemetery with graves dating back to the early 1800s. The guys decide to investigate the
Oh, we got way older graves in my local graveyard, man.
graveyard for any paranormal activity, and at first
Well, that's just a shitty thing to do.
they don't really experience anything.
Is anybody out here?
Probably.
So the guys decide to split up and explore the cemetery separately. As David wanders alone through the graves, he sees something that he just can't explain.
I swear I keep thinking that I hear something.
Yeah, you probably do. You're outside. Learn how to walk.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I just saw something go. I don't know what I saw. It looked like a shadow or something go to that bush. A shadow going to the bush. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a shadow. It's over here. It's over here. The bush. The bush. The bush.
Bird. You can fucking see the wing.
It's over here.
It's a bird or a bat. Swooping to eat a moth or something like that.
The guys search behind the bush and even inside it, but there's no evidence of whatever.
Because it's not in the bush.
The guys search behind.
Because it might have disappeared, but the guy shat his pants and didn't see that the bird or bat or whatever flew behind the bush and flew off somewhere else.
The bush and even inside it, but there's no evidence of whatever the strange flying black thing might have been. Then Dell makes a disturbing discovery.
There's a tombstone in there?
There's a tombstone right here, dude. Look at that.
There is a tombstone.
1842.
Okay, so someone who clearly doesn't give a shit about the deceased family. I'm just throwing it out there.
Dude, that is
Nature
freaking
grows.
crazy, bro.
The bush that the strange dark shape flew into is actually the marker for a grave, dating back to the year 1842. So was this bizarre shadow figure one of the spirits that haunt the old graveyard? Maybe returning to its grave? And if not, then just what is this? Let me know what you think.
I don't know,
It
man.
rings a bell. Reddit user RileyJoss11 says that his mother's friend captured something very strange on their Ring doorbell camera.
Yep. A Minecraft torch?
It's a little after 4 in the morning when a translucent shape appears out of nowhere and seems to activate the Ring doorbell 6 times before it moves away and disappears. Now, usually I would just write this off as a spider web that's too close to the lens. But a spider web can't ring a doorbell 6 times. And also this thing seems to react each time the doorbell rings. Then it just moves off and disappears into the night. Again, not really like a spider web. So could this be a paranormal event caught on camera? Or just what is going on here? Let me know what you think. Through the
What is that sound?
So could this be a paranormal event caught on camera? Or just what is going on here? Let me know what you think.
I don't know, man. Could be a lot of things. Could be a bug of some sort.
Through the roof. Late one night, Shelly and her daughter Melody go outside to take a look at a group of cute cats that have gathered in the yard outside their home in Indonesia. Then things take a very creepy turn.
Ada apa, Dek? Ada apa?
I don't know what
Dia
that
lihat
is.
ada apa emang? Masuk. Kenapa, Dek?
Did you see it?
No.
Someone or something can be seen standing on a rooftop right in front of them.
Is it?
Shelly doesn't see it and is confused as to why her daughter is so upset. It's only after posting the video to TikTok that viewers tell Shelly there was something on that roof.
I'm gonna be completely fucking honest with you. I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, obviously, I see something going on over there. But that could be anything.
But what do you think this is? Let me know. Uninvited. Popular Korean ghost hunt live streamer Michael from the YouTube channel
So we already have a problem. This is what they do for a fucking living.
Docha Michael explores an abandoned house that is said to be haunted. When Michael arrives at the location, even before he has a chance to enter the building, strange things start to happen.
뭐야? 뭐야? 뭐야?
Like, this person does this for a living. You know for a fucking fact, not only are they putting boobs in their thumbnails, phallic-shaped shadows over the face of YouTubers, but they also know and have all these like clickbaity titles, but you know they know every trick in the book.
와.
Like, he has 2 friends with him again with fishing lines, and they're sitting there just like tug of warring this fucking wheelchair around. I'm also gonna throw out the fact that this wheelchair looks really clean, considering the state of the building. I have reasons to believe that they brought this thing with them.
Wow.
Wow!
Wow. Wow. Tiene kupicit.
Is there a ghost in the wheelchair?
Wow. Tiene kupicit.
I see no reasons to believe that there's a ghost in the wheelchair. Not even a shadow. How do you know that? I don't know, 1,000,001 reasons, really.
As soon as Michael starts recording and is just about to enter the old abandoned house, a wheelchair starts to move all on its own. Now obviously Michael is shocked by what he just witnessed, but he has no idea that things are about to get even creepier.
Huh? Anyone can be on the other side of that. Hey, I don't know if my mic will pick this up. Look at that. I can knock on shit as well. And if there's anyone outside, they're probably wondering what the hell is wrong with me. String. Uh-huh. And going out of their way not to film anything but the floor. Who do you think is behind that? A little person? A gnome? Now we gotta make sure that we don't accidentally film our friend, right? Like, who's going to be down there? Like, and now he starts filming up. When her friend had plenty of time to get the hell out of Dodge.
Something seems to pound on a door, catching Michael's attention. Then the door suddenly swings open on its own. Creepiest of all, whoever or whatever was pounding on the door seems to be hiding behind a curtain and quickly moves away. When Michael runs over, there's no one there. Just an empty
Of course there's no one. He's filming the floor!
room. Later into the investigation, Michael finds a mirror on top of a makeup table. This is when things get downright chilling.
Yeah? Because you're hungry? Because you have diarrhea? Because you've eaten something you don't agree with? Behind Michael's leg. It's a shadow. And the wall behind them is lit up. Somehow. I'm just throwing it out there. I can cast shadows as well. Yeah, making as much noise as possible so you don't hear the footsteps of his friend behind them.
The ghost hunter's stomach suddenly starts to growl from hunger, and he is so distracted rubbing his belly that he doesn't even
Which I don't understand what kind of purpose that would serve.
notice that
Other than make noises to drown out footsteps.
someone or something is walking up right behind him. But when he turns around, again, there's just no
Filming exclusively the floor.
one there. Michael has no idea what he just captured on camera. He continues his exploration of the creepy abandoned building. Now Michael hears a sound coming from the same curtain he filmed earlier. When he gets close to the curtain to find an explanation to the strange sound, this happens.
분명히 여기 어딘가에 있단 말이야 지금. 분명히 여기 어딘가.
Something seems to punch at Michael through the curtains.
Yes, once again, a person can do that. I'm just throwing that out there. I can stand on the other side of a curtain and punch the curtain. It's not something that is reserved purely for ghosts.
Understandably, he is terrified by the
Yeah? Understandably, yeah,
strange
sure.
attack and makes a run for it. So did Michael capture evidence of something paranormal on camera?
Not really.
Something trying to attack him? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can check out this full investigation and many more creepy videos over on the YouTube channel, Docha Michael. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe and click the little bell notification icon so that you never miss a video. Also, follow me on all them socials and say hi. Say hi.
Hi, how you doing, New?
Voice changer. Like, I am just mind blown. Is this the secret to views on YouTube? Just have a friend. I mean, that's already a problem for some of us. But just like go say that a place is haunted and then go in there and yeah, I don't know, man. Anything? No. And anything that I might not be able to figure out again with the last video. This guy, this Shad does this shit for a fucking living. You know this guy. If you looked at this guy's like Google search history, like it'll be all the how to do things, how can I do things, how to trick people into ghosts and spoopy things. Like, this is the last group of people you should like fucking believe. They do these things for a living.